Namaste and welcome back to Ramakathasudha. As Rama and Lakshmana searched desperately for Sita, they stumble upon a heartbreaking scene. A great eagle, bleeding and dying, his wings clipped. This is the noble Jatayu, a friend of their father, who gave his life trying to stop Ravana. Jatayu's sacrifice is one of the most celebrated acts of heroism in the Ramayana. He is the ultimate martyr of Dharma. But his story is only half of a larger tale. He had a brother, Sambadi, whose story is equally crucial, equally heroic, yet almost entirely forgotten. Today, we tell their shared story, a tale of two wings, of a shared destiny, and of the two different phases of righteous duty. To understand their end, we must go back to their beginning. As powerful young eagles, Jatayu and Sambadi were filled with pride. In a context of strength, they decided to fly towards the sun itself. As they soared higher and higher, the sun's scorching heat began to burn Jatayu's wings. Seeing his younger brother falter, the elder Sambadi did something extraordinary. He flew above Jatayu, spreading his own massive wings to shield him from the sun's fury. Sambadi saved his brother, but at a terrible cost. His own wings were burned to ashes, and he fell crippled and flightless to the earth. This single event, born of youthful pride, set their shared destiny in motion. One brother loses his wings to save the other. Decades later, the other brother will lose his wings to avenge another's injustice. Jatayu's path of Dharma is one we easily recognize and celebrate. It is active, comparative, and immediate. When he sees Ravana abducting Sita, he does not hesitate. Despite his old age, he knows his duty. He sees a Kshatriya like Dharma to protect the helpless, to fight injustice head on, regardless of the odds. He throws himself at Ravana's chariot, fighting with all his might. His sacrifice is public, glorious, and deeply personal. And for his selfless action, he receives the ultimate reward. He dies in the lap of Sri Rama himself, his soul attaining liberation as he gazes upon the divine face. His duty was to fight, and he fulfilled it perfectly. Now, contrast this with his brother Sambadi. His life is not one of glorious action, but of long silent suffering. For years, he lives in agony and shame on a remote mountain, a king of birds who cannot fly. His sacrifice was in the past. His present is a slow, painful penance. His dharma is not active and comparative, it is passive, based on knowledge, patience, and waiting. It is a Brahmin like dharma. He holds a unique power. His divine eyesight allows him to see for vast distances. But for what purpose? He waits, filled with despair, unaware that his suffering is part of a divine plan. When the demoralized Vanara army, including Hanuman, sits on the shore ready to give up their search for Sita, it is Sambadi who overhears them mentioning his brother's name. This is the moment of his long penance finds its purpose. And here the two destinies converge beautifully. Jatayu's sacrifice was crucial. He provided the what and the who. He confirmed that Sita was abducted and that the culprit was Ravana. But this information died with him on the forest floor. It is Sambadi, the forgotten brother, who provides the missing piece of the puzzle, the where. Using his divine vision, he is the one who sees Sita in Lanka across the ocean 100 yojanas away. Think about this. Without Jatayu, the Vanaras wouldn't have known who to look for. But without Sambadi, they would have never known where to look. Their mission would have failed. It took both brothers one through his death and the other through his long life of suffering to bridge the gap to Lanka. They were truly two wings of a single divine mission. The tale of Jatayu and Sampati teaches us a profound lesson about Dharma. Heroism is not just about dying a glorious death in battle. It can also be about living a life of quiet endurance, holding on to your unique gift until the moment it is needed most. One brother's service was measured in a moment of fire, the other's was measured in a lifetime of patience. Both were equally vital, equally sacred. Thank you for joining me. If the story of these two noble brothers has inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to Ramakathasudha. Jai Shri Ram. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.